Celebrating the best in public access television programming in Charlotte and Mecklenburg County, this is the 5th Annual Access 21 Achievement Awards. And now here's your host, Access 21's Executive Director, John Rocco.
Well, good evening and welcome to the 5th Annual Access 21 Achievement Awards, where tonight we honor the best that Access 21 has to offer. We'll be awarding program awards in 5 different program categories, as well as our annual Volunteer of the Year award. And we hope the audience tonight will learn a little bit about what Access 21 is all about, and consider getting involved in doing your own program right here at Access 21. So are we all ready to have a good time and give out these awards? Yeah. Well, as is our custom, we always have members of our board of directors present the awards. And tonight, we're very pleased to have with us to present our first award, our most new, or newest, some of you may say, board member, Miss Carmen Johnson.
Thank you and good evening. Thank you for joining us tonight. I have the pleasure of presenting the Best Religious Program Award tonight. The nominees are
Best Religious Program. The nominees are Dare to Outdo Yourself, Rhonda Phillips, producer. Momentos de Gloria, Silo Prado, producer.
Hijo del hombre para que lo visites. Le has hecho poco menor que los ángeles y lo coronaste de gloria y de honra. Le hiciste señorear sobre las obras de tus manos. Todo lo pusiste debajo de sus pies.
What is mankind that you're mindful of them? Human beings that you care for them. You have made them a little lower than the angels and crowned them with glory and honor. You made them rulers over the works of your hands. You put everything under their feet.
The Prophet's Voice, LaWanda Johnson, producer.
The invitation. I want you to understand something. The receiver of the invitation could count on 3 things. 1, care given in producing the invitation. Let them know the importance of the event. Stay with me. 2, the beauty of the invitation was a clue to the effort, the orchestration of the giver to ensure the event would be beautiful and worth attending. And 3, confidence. There was confidence. Listen now, confidence that the giver would.
And the award goes to Momentos de Gloria, Silo Prado Provine. They're not here. Here's your award. They will not be here this evening, so I will take this and keep this for them. Thank you.
We'll be back with our next award in just a moment.
We'll return to the 5th Annual Access 21 Achievement Awards in a moment.
find out what the interests of people are and try to balance them, because that's what legislation should be all about.
What you have to look at is how the light rail has transformed Charlotte.
We always want to be out front, showing what can be done.
We govern best when more people have a voice.
Thank you for watching the show. You be encouraged.
Public access is exactly what it says. It's public access. It's like an open mic, but for television. It's the opportunity to experiment with the format of television, experiment with the way that you never could if you had to spend the money yourself.
So it gives people a chance to not only give their talent and time, it's a public service access for me that I can give back to the community.
To get involved at Access 21, visit tvaccess21.com or call area code 704-377-8988.
And now, welcome back to the 5th Annual Access 21 Achievement Awards.
Welcome back to the 5th Annual Access 21 Achievement Awards. Our next presenter is another Access 21 board member and an Access 21 Achievement Award winner himself, Mr. Paul Brown.
How y'all doing, ladies and gentlemen? I want to thank each one of y'all for coming here this evening. And I just want to say congratulations to each one of you producers for the outstanding job y'all do. Presenting the award for the Best Art and Entertainment Program, the nominees are...
Best Arts and Entertainment Program, the nominees are Annie's House, Yolanda Prescott, producer.
You get to see your sister and your niece. Please, I'm just going to put this in. Don't take that lightly. Don't take that lightly. You know, sometimes when I go home, it's funny. When I go home and I get to be with my sisters, I'm so happy. But I'm going to tell you, after a couple of days, I am happy to leave. You know, so you have the sister time. What I'm saying is you have that sister time and you have that niece time, but then sometimes it's just time to go home.
Yeah.
You know, okay, catch you later.
Yeah.
You know, but just to have them in your presence, I think is great because you've been down here a long time.
Below the Line with George Peroulis, producer.
I have a shotgun microphone. It goes on the boom pole. I use a device called a blimp or a Zeppelin to put it over the mic so that if we're outside and the wind is blowing, you know, we have protection over that microphone to keep it from, you know, making noise that we don't want. And then a bunch of cables leads to a mixer, and I have a field mixer that has, you know, 3 inputs on it right now. And what I can do is put that in a bag, throw it over my shoulder, and I'm basically mobile. I can go anywhere with that bag and with my microphone and record what I need to record. Once it hits the mixer, it needs to be recorded.
Carolina Entertainment, Stan Jacques, producer. Floyd Struthers, Comments Unleashed, Floyd Struther, producer.
Part of the streetcar,
Right.
and then you ask for the rest of the money. Now people are obligated because your wife looked at you and say, Floyd, we got to build a house because you built the driveway.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? I think the streetcar project is over budget. It's totally out of hand.
Right.
Even though it's going from one corridor to another corridor, just like the train.
Right.
It's not providing for everybody.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I know
And
Pat
I got a
McCormick,
problem.
he was saying that I know Pat
Ms. Perry Live, LaShonda Perry, producer.
Now, I just use red. If I'm planning to use red throughout my painting, I'm going to go ahead and choose all the areas that I'm going to use this red. And so I'm going to make about 7 or 8 what I call eyes. And so I'm going to go ahead, so I don't have to keep changing the colors. I'm going to go ahead.
And the 2014 Arts and Entertainment Program winner is Mr. George Perales, Below the Line.
Congratulations, sir.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Wow. Thank you, Bitelos. This was one of the most detailed shows I produced last season, and I'm glad the judges decided that it was the best show because it was a lot of blood, sweat, and tears, just like you all know. I want to thank the crew who worked on this with me on location, David Superville, Chris Lewis, Andre Solodyankin, Sherry Luciano, and of course, Kevin Strom, who you saw in the video. He's a great sound mixer. He works on TV shows and movies, and he's actually on location right now in Georgia working on a feature film. So he's a great talent who does sound mixing, and I was glad to get him on the show to show you and the audience of what it's like to make sound for TV shows and for movies. The movie in Georgia is lucky to have him. Also, I want to thank the entire staff here at 21, everyone in the studio, everyone in the offices. You're here in the morning, afternoon, and evening. Without you, we cannot do this. And to everyone at home, thank you for watching me on TV and online all these years, especially this past season. I really do appreciate it. Thank you all.
We'll be back with more in just a moment.
Thank you for joining the 5th Annual Access 21 Achievement Awards. We'll be back in a moment.
It's been a privilege to be able to express a vision that's been one of ours for some time. And the great thing about public access TV is that everyone can do it. So I encourage you to come on down and make a show.
To get involved at Access 21, visit tvaccess21.com or call area code 704-377-8988.
And now, welcome back to the 5th Annual Access 21 Achievement Awards.
Are we having a good time out there? The suspense is palpable in this room. We could barely stand it. To present our next award, another one of our Access 21 board members, Miss Sophia Matthews.
Hi, I'm so happy to be here today. I've been on the board for years, and it's just always nice to come and get a glimpse of the talent in this room and to see the culmination of what everybody's been working on. On the board, I'm actually over the social media committee. So if you guys would like to follow us on Public Access 21, and also there's a Facebook group and now a Facebook page as well. Just a little shameless plug there. But now the nominees. Thank you. Now the nominees for Best Informational and Educational Field Program.
Best Informational Educational Field Program. The nominees are A Male's Point of View, Melford King, producer.
Saddening. Very.
And I bet we own less than that now. I just don't have the stats on it.
For sure.
We got to buy some land, man. We got to team up. We got to team up, man. We got to, man. We got to quit saying, I got mine, now you get yours. No, let's get ours, because if we don't,
somebody else is going to get it.
Just like the movies in the future they show, you only see 1 or 2 black people.
None on the Jetsons. None on the Jetsons.
You don't see 1 or 2 Mexicans.
All right.
You know, and I'm not.
Oneness Wellness Lifestyle Show, Rashidi Bey, producer.
You need in life by giving and building those relationships.
Wonderfully said, wonderfully said. So as a result of this passion that you have for helping and building relationships, you've created an organization.
I have, absolutely.
Tell us about it.
It's called Every Woman Can Be. And the reason that I created it is to help women. Not only women that are in corporate America or possibly stay-at-home moms, but a place where all different walks of women can come together, feel that they have a safe place to be and be educated at the same time, while actually making those strong connections and actually possibly building a business.
What would she do? Saran Allman, producer.
Together for a while. She needs to know you would choose her all over again. Wow. And so listening to her, allowing her to talk and hearing her, that time, that attention, those are what she is craving from you. Absolutely. For men, it's different.
Okay.
Men assume that if you're together and you loved them in the beginning, that you still love them. What men need most from us is respect.
Are you listening, ladies? Say it again.
Is respect.
Okay.
So they need for you to tell them not what they are doing wrong. You need to tell them what they've done right. You need to appreciate the things that they are doing for you. You.
I hope everybody was listening to that last one. That was good. All right, and the winner is Mr. Rashidi Bey, Oneness Wellness Lifestyles.
Thank you, thank you. I guess it helps to have a nice-looking host to do your show. So I want to thank her first of all. Shifat, who's not here, she's actually in Jersey with her family, her grandkids, and enjoying that. And doing the show is a lot of fun. And I thank Access 21 for giving us this platform to, show our gifts, talents, and abilities. And I really enjoyed. I enjoyed working with all the other producers. And thank you.
The fun has only just begun. We'll be back with more in a moment.
Thank you for joining the 5th Annual Access 21 Achievement Awards. We'll be back in a moment.
Hi, I'm Dr. Walter Howard, pastor of Destiny Church of Charlotte, North Carolina. For powerful preaching that is exegetically correct, theologically sound, hermeneutically relevant, expositorily delivered, and Holy Ghost inspired, along with the teaching of your church school lesson to prepare you for your Sunday school class, watch the Hour of Destiny television program each Monday at 4 p.m. on TV 21.
If you could have a local jazz series on television that was all music and no talk, no commercial interruption, what would you expect?
Close-ups of people actually playing instruments.
Some real talent. Some real talent.
Now you have it, Jim Duckworth and Friends. A music series with no talk, no hype, no fillers or fluff, just, what was that?
Some real talent.
Jim Duckworth and Friends, Public Access Television. Saturday nights at 10:30 on Access 21.
Welcome back to the 5th Annual Access 21 Achievement Awards.
Welcome back. Our next presenter is larger than life, and so we've decided to let him give out 2 awards. Please welcome board member David Phillips.
How's everyone doing? Such lovely faces that I see besides the lights in my eyes, you know. But anyhow, I'll be presenting the best informational educational studio program. And the nominees are.
Best Informational Educational Studio Program. The nominees are A Better You, Cynthia A. Thompson, producer.
Okay, so those soldiers are, it's so nice actually you asked me this because those soldiers are really a touch for Greeks. You know, we raise our children to actually wear the uniforms that those soldiers actually wear.
Oh, really?
Yes, it's a very famous uniform. It was actually the first uniform that was worn by Greek soldiers back in the war against the Ottoman Empire back in 1821. And it represents Greece, you know, it represents the soldiers back then. And
The Paul Brown Show. Paul Brown, producer.
You go right back into the same revolving door, and that's what that was about.
What do you say to the youth that look at this lifestyle, the money, the cars, and what do you say to them about that fast money?
Well, one thing I would love to say to them, and I always say this when I go out, and they always, you know, when I do go to park recs and speak to the kids, you know, the at-risk teens that think it's cool and think it's a good thing to glorify, you know, what they see, that it's a mirage. It's fake, it's fictitious, and there's nothing real about it.
Speak Out Charlotte. Cheryl Jones, producer.
Particularly from the two parties, there is an opportunity to kind of explain why it's not exactly the same, that there are different challenges.
I think that's true, and I'm hopeful of that too. It's one of the things that I really would like to sort of contribute, if I could make a contribution in my time in the current job, is to make a contribution to that effort. I mean, I'm a North Carolinian, native North Carolinian, and I'm an adopted Charlottean, but I love this place, and my kids are native Charlotteans, and so I really want to see the two of them, the things I love most, I want to see the two of them get along together. Part of the problem was growing pains. I really do think that
Well, let's see here. Oops. Oh, Lord. The winner is Speak Out Charlotte with Cheryl Jones. Ms. Jones not here? Well, I will take it. Yes, I will. So we'll go right into the next nominees for the best promo. And the nominees are
Best promo. The nominees are Below the Line with George Peroulis. George Peroulis, producer.
For over 5 seasons, Below the Line is your source on the entertainment industry. Coast to coast, from LA to Wilmington, Below the Line has brought you exclusive interviews, news, and on-location reports on all things entertainment in Charlotte, North Carolina, and throughout the South. Watch Below the Line with George Peroulis at 8:30 p.m. on the 4th Tuesday every month, only on Access 21.
The Paul Brown Show. Paul Brown, producer.
Find out
what the interests of people are and try to balance them, because that's what legislation should be all about.
What you have to look at is how the light rail has transformed Charlotte.
We always want to be out front, showing what can be done.
We govern best when more people have a voice.
Thank you for watching the show. You be encouraged.
Unity of Charlotte, Bernadette Rasmussen, producer.
Well, let's see. The winner would be Below the Line with George Perez. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. Wow, thank you. That's not mine. This one is. Thank you so much. You know, I've been doing the show since 2009, and it was fun to go back and see some of the clips that you saw over the years and all the guests that I've interviewed. There's so many more people that I did not have the chance to put in a 30-second promo, but I want to thank the gentleman who you heard in the promo, a great voiceover artist and actor, Mel Birch. I thank you, Mel, for being part of the promo. You have a great voice and a great success ahead of you in entertainment. I'm just so grateful for this. It's been a long year. It's been a long 7 years since doing this. And once again, I want to thank everyone here at the channel, in the studio and in the offices, like I said, but also to all of you who've come through and have inspired me, and all of you at home who've inspired me and who have given me feedback. I thank you so much. And I really, really appreciate this. I'm so grateful.
We'll be back with our final award in just a moment.
Thank you for joining the 5th Annual Access 21 Achievement Awards. We'll be back in a moment.
That's a great idea. We'll both do it.
Cut! Let's try it again.
Actors, director, you know what they do. What about the crew? Join me as I talk with these professionals who explain their job working on a movie or TV show. Watch Below the Line with George Peroulis on the 4th Tuesday every month at 8:30 p.m.
Cut! Back to one. Pictures up. Action.
That's a great idea.
It's been a privilege to be able to express a vision that's been one of ours for some time. And the great thing about public access TV is that everyone can do it. So I encourage you to come on down and make a show.
To get involved at Access 21, visit tvaccess21.com or call area code 704-377-8988.
Welcome back to the 5th Annual Access 21 Achievement Awards.
Welcome back. Our final award of the evening is one that every year I describe as maybe the most, I don't want to say important, but the one that might mean the most. And the reason is that it is not, the winner is not decided by a judging panel somewhere. It is decided by the members of Access 21 themselves. It is our annual Volunteer of the Year award. We invite every member of Access 21 to vote for whomever they believe should be the Volunteer of the Year. And this year, we have a number of worthy nominees.
Volunteer of the Year, the nominees are Eric Cunningham, Larry Harmon, and Jacques. Sonia Roberts, Dean Smart, Cynthia R. Thompson, and Jim Young.
And the award goes to, gave me the one with super glue. I'm just making the suspense last as long as possible. Sonia Roberts.
Oh my God. Thank you guys once again. I couldn't do this alone, and this is for everyone who directs the show or comes out. Cynthia Thompson, Larry Harmon, my buddy here in the very front. I love him a lot. He's been very inspirational. He volunteers all the time. And then all those who was nominated, I think I forgot a few people. If I did, forgive me. There's a lot of work down here, and we need everyone to volunteer. And if you haven't decided to come down, please come down and volunteer at Access 21. We're a great group of people. And for all those people who came out tonight, I appreciate you guys being here. And let's do this again one more year. Let's make Access 21 #1, baby, one more time. Woo!
And normally, this is the end of the show. But tonight we have a special presentation. In every organization, there's always somebody who is around for a long time and has done more for the organization than most people could imagine. I have been in community television for 27 years, and I can tell you that every community I've been in, there's always somebody that everybody recognizes as really the heart and soul and the real depiction of what community media is all about. And tonight, we're very lucky to have with us Larry Harmon, who has been involved in community media longer than I've been alive, I think. I don't know. But we have a special presentation for Larry. But before we give it to him and ask him to come, we want to hear what some of his friends at Access 21 have to say.
Jane were already doing Alive Again, and Larry started helping her, and not only did he help Jane, he started helping other producers like myself.
I've been on the air for 25 years, and when I came, Larry Harmon was the one that really helped me a lot.
And that's when I first met him, and he was there like he himself, showing you stuff and showing you how to do things and letting you know he knows what it's all about. And we were very happy to see him with that kind of experience.
When I first came here to Charlotte, North Carolina, I met him, Larry and his wife, and they left quite an impression on my husband and I.
I was running through SIMPAC as normal, and he was like, "Sonia, I want to do your intro for you."
Since 2010, he helped us in editing, I produce the show, but he is always involved in helping us. He's the best.
Well, my first encounter with Larry was when we used to have producers meetings, and this is how I remember. And that's how I met him, with sandwiches and having drinks, and Larry would get up and share. And at that time, I was so shy because I'd never been involved in television programs, so I watched him a lot. And then I listened to him, and I was amazed.
And he did it without complaining, and with all the strength he had and integrity, and he was a very devoted person too, and that's what I admire so much about him.
He has a big heart. Larry has a heart of gold. I mean, I would see him come down here and edit for people even after he'd been in the hospital, and we didn't even know he had been there.
And he has such a heart for helping educational TV be the best it can be.
But not only is he a good person, he knows how to work with all people he come in contact with, and he always does it on a professional level.
But there's a professional criticism, and then there's a derogatory criticism. And Larry always had a way of giving professional criticism, and he knew what he was doing.
He actually will make it better. But the most important thing is Larry was always about how to make it better, what we can do, how we can bring things together to make it better.
He let me know what I need to change and what, to make it look better, and he was very professional, I must say that. And I learned a lot from him, I really did.
And so that's what I mean when it comes to a person that has so much experience and give back to the organizations, people that are up and coming. It was great to have someone like that. We all need someone like that.
Always he asked, what's my vision, the show? He never put his vision, but he is subtle, he gives his suggestion. And that's kind of like Mr. Larry. And always his advice, but first he know that's my show, that's not his show. And that's he helped us in this point in making our better producer.
It's impossible to overlook a dynamic person like Larry with all of his strengths, and he freely gave. He didn't just talk the talk, but he also walked the walk.
And if we don't have people like that in the business of volunteering in any way of life, then you're sunk.
100% dedicated. And that's the type of person Larry is. He has a heart of gold. Yes, he put people before he put himself.
One time in editing, he said, that song just sounds like a funeral. I said, okay, let's do it again.
I'm just very delighted to be able to do something small to show my appreciation.
Larry's been here over 25 years. And he's right now he's in a walkie. Well, he has this walker. And I hear this ching, 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 ching. I'm like, what in the world is that? And all I hear is fire in the hole. I'm like, fire in the hole? What's that? And here comes Larry around the corner.
Without Larry, we would probably never have our own cable access. There's no question about it.
So, when you say Larry Harmon, you're talking about Simpac. It's amazing.
And he always treated me like I was his sister. Always, always.
In general, I would like to say thank you to him. This in 2000, and he helped the Spiritism Society of the Carolinas with the Spiritism Today every 2010. And I would like to thank you, Mr. Larry.
Hi, Larry. Oh boy, I thought once you was giving me a hard time, but you was just teaching me the ropes, weren't you?
So Larry, we just want to thank you for your love, hard work, and faithfulness. Without you, public access, educational TV wouldn't be what it is today. Bless you.
Larry, you're watching. I sent you a 2-page letter saying that I can't bother you anymore because you're helping so many people. You really need to take care of yourself. But thank you, Larry, for giving us the patience, for taking the time with us.
I just want you to know that I love you deeply, and that with Harvey, you were tops in Harvey's book.
All right, Larry, I just want to say thank you so much for the many years that you've given to Access 21, the mentor and the leadership, and hey, fire in the hole.
And I just wanted to express my appreciation, and I just want to thank you because you have really been an asset to this whole unit. Thank you.
Just wanted to thank you for your legacy that you are making and will and is helping us to try to follow your example. I thank you.
Again, Larry, we appreciate it. This is kind of your baby. And I said to that after 25 years, we've met so many wonderful people. This has been a wonderful experience, and I wouldn't change anything. And thanks again, and get well, okay?
Larry, on behalf of the staff and the board, and most importantly, the members of Access 21, we want to thank you for a quarter of a century of service as a staff member, a board member, a producer, but most importantly, a volunteer, because when the folks around here think of Access 21, they think of Larry Harmon. So thank you, and come on up and let us thank you again.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ryan.
Well, this comes as quite a surprise. First, a Lifetime Achievement Award. My first question, you didn't get any message from above that it's not my plan to quit. I don't know if somebody else has anything else planned for me, but I don't plan to quit. I was fortunate about 5 weeks ago that I was honored by City Council for 25 years of volunteer service. And they said then that I was retiring. I kept telling them I'm not retiring, I'm not leaving. Some people might be upset about that, but I'm not leaving. I've been very fortunate to be around public access from the very first day my wife went in to produce Alive Again. I didn't know she was doing it. I was on the road traveling then. And but I was home that day, so I went in with her. And I started directing her show after that, and been active ever since. So that was very fortunate. I was very fortunate a little bit later when the woman who's responsible for us having a SIMPAC, Doris Boris, pushed for the creation of a public access corporation. If it hadn't been for her, we wouldn't have this today. And I was lucky to be on the board when we put it together. And I was fortunate to be the first, one of the first board members for SIMPAC, and found this location and was able to be involved in the start of SIMPAC, and it's been a real joy and a real pleasure. We had some problems. Anytime you start something new, it's sometimes a problem, but we got through it, and it has grown because of the great leadership we've had, and it's certainly in the last half a dozen years really grown because of the the dedication and the direction and guidance of people like John and James and the rest of the staff. They've done a great job of making it what it is today. And I was just fortunate to be there. I've had the pleasure of, as a volunteer, directing or editing over 7,000 shows in 25 years. And it's been a real pleasure, a real joy, and I look forward to doing quite a few more before I'm done. So thank you very much. Thank you.
I hope everyone had a good time tonight in this very special evening. Once again, I want to encourage anybody out there in the audience who ever dreamed about having your own television program, this is the place to do it. So come on down and get involved and become a member, even if you don't want to have your own show, even if you just have been interested in how it all works. We always need people to help create the shows that you see. So come on down and become a member at Access 21. And until the 6th Annual Access 21 Awards next year, thanks for watching. I'm John Rocco. We'll see you then.